All right, so for our warm-up, we're going to do V-step lunges, okay? So everybody knows a lunge, you go down, but I want you to do it from one point, and then you're gonna step to the side, and you're gonna step to the other side. So whichever way you're stepping, left or right, that's the leg you lead with. So don't cross over, but actually use the same leg as the direction you're stepping, okay? And then V step to the other side, okay? We're gonna do 20 total, 10 each side. Ready, go. And 3, 4, 5, 6, chest up, back straight. Don't bend over, Landon, don't bend over like this. Keep your chest up. I'll be right back, keep going. When you're done with that, start with jumping jacks. Spray against the wind, spray that way. There. Have a good one. Good, let's do 20 jumping jacks total, so wherever you are. Good, now let's stretch. Sorry, I'm tired of cutting my head off there. All right, pick that foot up. Let's work on our balance and stretch our quads at the same time. Good. Breathe. Really pull that ankle tight toward your hamstring. Landon, look at one spot. Switch sides. Landon, it helps your balance if you keep your chest up, your core engaged, and you look straight ahead at one spot on the wall. You too, Kaden. Kimani, I can't see you, so make it good. Good.
I can't because the camera's not working.
That's okay. That's no worries. I just can't give you any feedback, that's all. You're still in the class though. Go down to listening position and push those hips forward. Stretch out the front and back of both hips. We're gonna do our split challenge again today. Has anybody worked on that over the weekend? Front and back split. Good, switch sides. Now, I don't know if any of you saw it. I know you did, Mr. Pinder, but there is a sword workshop online coming up, April 6th, I believe, in the evening. It looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'll share the information on our Facebook page if you wanna join that. It should be a lot of good learning. Sword's my favorite, as you all know, so I'll definitely be there. Good. Frog split stretch. We're gonna work on our combination kicks again today. We're gonna work on the tension, side kick, and round kicks. Mr. Pinder, I'm gonna let you work on your reverse, round, side kick. That's right, isn't it? Your reverse hook. Yep. I'm gonna let you work on that one while we work on the first degree. Good. Make sure your hips push forward so you get a really good open stretch. We're gonna sit in this one for a minute because it's really hard to get to the point where you relax your muscles. So as you're stretching, I want you to breathe and really focus on relaxing those leg muscles so that they can get the benefits of the stretch. Good. While we're down here, 10 push-ups, go. Landon, straight back. All the way down, Landon, all the way down. Good. Straight back, Kaden. Nice job, Kaden, those are awesome. Kaden, try to vary your push-ups next time. So when I say push-ups, you tend to go traditional. Every once in a while, switch it up. Go with tricep, go with wide, do Spider-Man, do, something different, just to challenge your chest muscles in a different way. Keep going, Landon, come on. You all done? Landon, are you done? Thumbs up if you're done. Okay, stand up. Face me, Chidio, Kunye. Awesome. Now, Landon and Kaden and Kimani, I want you to grab a chair or something, or the wall, whatever you can do, because we are going to work again on this combination, but I want you to actually hold on to something so that you can focus on full extension of the leg and you can focus on your technique. Mr. Pinder, clearly I don't want you holding on to anything. We're going to work on timing from the stance to the ending stance. So I want you really to work on your foot technique, work on the timing of those kicks, keeping your balance really tight, okay? First degrees, we're gonna do this, recommended black belts, I should say. We're gonna do this 10 times each side, okay? But what I need you to do is make sure that your base foot is pointing away from your kicking leg, that your chamber is solid. Bring that knee tight to your chest. So if I'm kicking towards you, it looks like this, not like this, okay? So really tuck that knee in. We're gonna tension kick out, and then we're going to kick, kick. Now notice the 3 heights of kicks. I cannot kick to head level on a round kick. My hips just don't work that way, but I still am able to show 3 different levels, okay? That's your goal. Has to be 3 distinct heights, okay? It should be knee, waist, head, or chest, okay? That's as far as I can go, but, all right, so with me, tension, really get your chamber. Now fully extend, 1, 2, and then kick, and kick. Now, Kaden, I'm challenging you to go slower because I want you to re-chamber every single time really distinctly, okay? That was 1. Ready? Extend. Side kick. Now hold that blade of your foot. Look at my foot, how it's rolled. Hold that blade nice and tight. Chamber, round kick, round kick. Good. That's 2. Side kick, hold it. Round kick, round kick. Good. Now, Kaden, you like to put your hands way up when you kick. Try to keep them tight. You want that kick, you want that hand to pull back to give you that good reaction force, okay? It'll help your balance. Side kick chamber, extend, strike, strike. Good. Nice, Kaden, that was really good. Show me, Landon. Good. Now, Landon, you like to keep your hands down, and I know you're doing it because of your chair. Keep one of them up, okay? So like me, keep one hand on the chair, keep one hand up. So when you kick, you can use that hand for your balance, okay? Switch sides. Chamber, extend, kick, kick. Good. Chamber, extend it, hold it, roll that foot. Kaden, push your foot towards me, toes towards me. Yes, well, not your whole foot, not your hips, but your toes. You like to point your toes up. See that? This is what you like to do, Kaden. I want you to point your toes this way. Okay? Now round, round. Good. Ready? Extend, tension, round, round. Nice. Landon, really finish those kicks, okay? Pull that knee in tight. Extend, round, round. Good. Knee in tight, last one. Extend, round, round. Good. Awesome job. High five. your family members. Woo, woo, woo. Mr. Pender, how's your balance feeling? Good? A little shaky? Yeah. We're gonna keep working on it so that your kicks are super strong. We wanna bring your balance up to your kick level because then your form is gonna be like, whoa. We wanna get it to the whoa level, okay? Now, first degree recommended. We've worked on that front kick, number 3 jump hook kick combination. We worked on that all last week. And this week, we're gonna work on that side kick, round kick combination, okay? So we're breaking down parts of our form to really isolate and work on them. Now, I expect you to be working on them after class with me, like work on them independently as well, okay? You're getting 4 black belt classes a week, so it's lots of opportunity for you to get all that practice in, okay? All right, I want everybody to grab your combat weapon. Let's warm up our wrists. Back and forth, back and forth. Arms straight. See how my arm is straight? Don't bend your elbow. Don't let your shoulder do the work. We're just gonna work our wrists right now and the muscles up here that rotate our arms. Good. Switch sides. Now we're gonna do a warm-up that will help you with your sword work as well. Good. Now with your weapon, I want you to roll forward with your wrist. Now don't do this. It's not an elbow motion, but it's a wrist motion. And see how I'm going forward to the inside towards my body? My uniform keeps getting in the way. Now you cannot do this and have a really tight grip on the weapon. It won't work because your wrist just doesn't want to go that way, if you do. Now go to the outside, same thing. You really have to open up your hand in order to roll that wrist. See that? I'm bending my elbow to show you so it'll fit in. Hi, Kimani. How are ya? Good, switch hands. Now this one's gonna be harder, but we want you to be really good at both sides of the body so that you can spar with both hands. If you wield your weapon with your left hand, you're gonna have a distinct advantage because not many people do. Other side to the outside of your wrist. Good. And if you can get really good with these rolls, you'll be really good at commas. Commas will be a really nice weapon for you if you do that. All right, good. Now, go back to our V step that we did this earlier in the warm-up. We stepped out with our left foot if we were stepping to the left, okay? And this is going to be a weapon hand switch. So we're gonna step out into that lunge and tap the ground twice. Step out and tap. I want your chest up though, and I want you looking straight ahead at your opponent. So I don't want you going like this, because that's not gonna be effective. You're not sparring the ground. So chest up the whole time. We're gonna do the same 10 lunges, but I want you switching off every time you come to the point of your V. Good. Keep on and keep that chest up. Good. Landon, look up. Always looking up. Good. Now what this does is it trains you to always close off to your opponent, okay? So if you do a V step out and you have if I'm left-handed and I do a V step out and I strike this way, my whole body is facing my opponent and it's open. So this trains you to always have your weapon out and a smaller target as you go, okay? You should become adept at handing your weapon off so you can strike from either side, all right? Now, we're gonna add a strike into that V-step formation. So as you step out into that V, I want you to strike with your weapon, come back, hand off, strike again. Now notice I'm keeping my guard up. My other hand is not hanging out down here, but I'm keeping up on my toes. When I step, I strike. Aya! 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 I want you to do 10 each side really fast, up on those toes. Aya! 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 Okay, now I've lost track, so I think we're done. Now this time, I want you to do a burpee with 2 kickbacks. So you're gonna put your weapon down, do a burpee, 2 kickbacks, no push-up, pop up, and do a strike each side of that V, okay? Do 5 total. 5 V strikes. So step, step. That after your 2 kickback burpees is 1. Ready? Go. Good. Come on, Landon. Good. Now, step out, strike. Good. Step out, strike. Good. Do it again, Landon. Good, Kimani. Now, Kimani, don't put your weapon down. Keep it in your hand. You can do a burpee with it. See that? Just keep it with you. Strengthen your wrists at the same time. Good. All right, once you're done, 1 minute plank. Everybody finished? We're gonna wait for Kimani before I start timing. Keep going, Kimani, you got this. Good. Yes, Kimani, plank position. Ready? Go. We're gonna do 1 minute. Get those abs working. I hope everybody's been doing okay and everybody had a great weekend. Is anybody else's allergies killing them like mine? Yeah. Yep, I'm already taking my allergy medicine every single day. Landon, no mountains, sir. No mountains. Keep going. You got 20 more seconds. Okay, Kimani, no mountains. Come on, all the work. Where's that black belt attitude, sir? Come on. Good job, Kaden. Keep going. 5 more seconds. And time. Stand up. All right, grab your combat weapon. We're gonna go into tornado. Now, I want you to pick a spot on the floor. So, my spot is gonna be this star right here. You can probably see it from where you are. I want this spot to be identified. It doesn't have, you don't have to have tape like I do, but just, you know, keep your eye on that spot. What you're gonna do is we're gonna work forward and backward. This is a replacement step. So from your spot, you're gonna jump back to clear the way to evade and then leap forward, okay? I want that jump forward. That's why we were working on those skaters last week. You know, remember we were doing back and forth skaters? We were working on those because that works the same explosive muscle in your leg, okay? And it's a really good muscle for sparring. So when you step back to evade, I want you launching forward in an attack speed, okay? And then you reset, you launch back and forward. Right now, we're not gonna strike, but I do want your weapon in your hand. We're gonna do 10 each side. Once you do that 10, do a big jump switch, 10 on the other side. Ready? Go. Hey-ya! 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 Now make sure your lead leg is the same the whole way. Good. Good, Landon. Good. Nice, Kimani. Good, Kaden. Nice, Mr. Pinder. Hey-ya! 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 Keep going. Good. Kimani, what are you on? All done? All right, now let's add in our strike with it. When you step back, you're going to push the weapon or swat the weapon away from you. Circle around, jump into your opponent, striking at the head, okay? So just to get close, swipe it away, come around, strike, okay? When you end, it's a lot easier for me to have wrist up. Wrist down is super awkward. So when you come around, you're gonna be wrist up to the head, okay? So this is called tornado because of that motion of the wind that you're simulating, okay? So when we jump back to clear, come around and strike. Good. Now I want you to really work on the timing of this. Kaden, go the other way. So you're striking from the side that your weapon is on, okay? So you're pushing away, and then you're coming around and striking to the head from this side, okay? Go the other way. Kaden, mirror me. Scoop, and then pop. Yes. Good. You're gonna do 10 each side. Ready, go. Hey-ya! 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 Watch those feet. Make sure you really get that pull back so you can get out of the way. Someone's coming at you with a crocodile or a low tiger. So Landon, watch me. Strike, boom. Show me. Okay, so Landon, let's do it together. Ready? Step back. Swoosh, and come back and step forward and strike. Yes. Then I want it to be one circle. So go like here. That's your circle. Here to here. Here to here. Yes. Good. Both sides. So Landon, when you step back, that's when you circle low, and then step forward and strike to the head. Do it again. Kaden, switch directions. Pull back and go this way. This way. No, switch hands. I want to do the other hand. Okay, pull back, go this way. Open up, put your weapon out there. Now scoop, step forward, and strike. Yes. Do it again, Kaden. Scoop, nope, the other way. Scoop, and strike. Good. So, Uncle Greg, you see what he's doing, right? He's going the other direction. Just work with him after class a little bit on that circular motion. Okay. Is everybody done? All right, drop down plank position. One more 1 minute plank. Plank position, Kimani. Good, and go. You guys are doing awesome.
My mom had a cough. So I couldn't hear what you were saying.
Oh, that's okay. You were doing it right or I would have stopped you. No worries. I was watching you do your strikes and you were doing fine. Keep going. You're 30 seconds in. 30 more seconds. Good. 10 more seconds. And time. Everybody stand up. Good. Face me. Chitty up. Quenya. Awesome. Go grab your swords. We're going to do some sword work. Now, if you don't have your belt on like I do, that's okay. You're going to work with your left hand on your sword to act like your sheath. But I have homework for all of you to work on. When I started working with sword, Mr. Pender suggested that I do like hundreds and hundreds of sheath and unsheath. Just unsheath and then bring it back and bring it down and sheath again, okay? And that is something that I recommend. Landon, no sitting in karate class, dude. Stand up. Good job. I recommend that you do that repeatedly in your off time. If you're watching TV or you're, watching a movie or you're waiting for dinner, I want you to practice with your belt on and really like sit down in your gumdo stance and rotate that weapon and unsheath it and then pull it back to closed stance and resheath your weapon, okay? Because I want you to get used to holding your sheath correctly, like this, not like this. Really want to make that circle and put it on the end so you can't see the end of the sheath, okay? Your hand is your guide for your weapon. See how my weapon is pulling down and then it just drops in, okay? So your hand, that space between your thumb and first finger is your guide. And your weapon will pull all the way down that, okay? Now, raise your hand if you saw Grandmaster this weekend. On Friday, he did, Mr. Pender saw it, on Friday he did a little weapons kind of skills mini workshop, okay? So he went live and did Zhongbong and Gumdo and Bang Mai. Do you know what Zhongbong is? Raise your hand if you know what Zhongbong is. Okay, so that's your bow staff, okay? And Bang Mai, you all know, right? That's your combat weapon, the thin one, or the escribe. You can use them both if you do double. So he worked on those weapons, and that's actually up on his Facebook page. So you can go on there and kind of watch. It was really interesting to me how he unsheaths and sheaths his weapon. He uses a lot of hip rotation like Mr. Pender does. And I'm not like, my hips just don't do that. I'm not there yet with my hips on my unsheath. So it's definitely a good skill workout if you are interested in sword and doing things with sword long term, okay? So we're gonna start with the first part of our gumdo form, all right? Now I'm gonna spend some time facing you and spend some time facing away because this weapon is a strong right-handed weapon, and I have not ever done it left-handed, so I can't mirror you effectively, okay? So our gumdo stance is you should be walking into your ring with your hand on your weapon like this, okay? Your thumb keeps your weapon locked, and you can unlock it with your thumb as well. Do you see that? So Caden, you'll just have your hand on your hilt on your sword where the hilt matches up. Do you see that spot, Caden, on your weapon? So that's where you're gonna have your left hand. You're basically gonna have your left hand like this, okay? So that you can rest your right hand like this, okay? So if you're not using your sheath, that's where you will be. Now, gumdo starts in a closed stance. Nice and soft knees, with your left hand on your weapon, you would bow and you would come up and you would rest your right hand on your sword. Now, we don't grab it like this, all right? We just loosely put our knuckles on the top of the hilt, okay? So that we can grab it in the right position and rotate accordingly. Does that make sense? Thumbs up? Okay, perfect. All right, now, when you start to unsheath, you will, one good exercise that we're going to do is to pull it out, to rotate it horizontally and then go into your front stance as you withdraw your weapon, okay? This is a strike out, all right? So we're gonna do that, and then we're going to resheath the weapon into closed stance. We're gonna do that 5 solid times, okay? So you will start with your weapon sheath at your side in a closed stance. You will turn your weapon horizontally so that your blade is flat and parallel to the ground, okay? And then you will unsheath into a front stance towards the right-hand side, okay? Now, I want you to make sure that that unsheath is a good key out, a really nice strong slice to your opponent, okay? So you do not want to, you don't want to be light about this. You want to be really strong. Good, Kaden. I want you to get 5 solid good ones, and I want you to key up every time. Ay-ya! And then bring your weapon to your hilt, right? Bring your weapon to the sheath, right at the hilt. And as you start to resheath, go back into your closed stance and take control of that weapon again, okay? Turn the weapon. Landon, are you giving your mother grief? Don't give your mother grief. Pull back, resheath. Good. Hey-ya! Now, if anybody's watching Mr. Pinder, he's giving you that good hip rotation that you have at the beginning. So he's pulling back. Hey-ya! And he likes to do a little flip of his sword before he resheaths too. Hey-ya! Now, Landon, are you struggling because your weapon is long? Yes? Okay, so Grandmaster was doing the same thing, okay? I don't know if you've met him before. He's very short, shorter than I am, okay? And he has a weapon that's as long as mine. So you see how long my weapon is. My weapon will hit the ground if I let it, okay? If I just reach down a little bit, okay? So what he taught us, and I recommend that you go watch that video as well. So you should have your weapon here and you just step out. So he pulls his out, and then when he unsheaths, he pulls his hips back and holds the weapon in the same place. So he's here, okay? Do you see that? Did you see how I moved my hips? So he's here, and then he pulls the weapon out. So the whole thing, sheath and all, and then he holds the weapon where he wants it to be, and then he moves his hips. And the weapon there, that's good. So the weapon stays where it needs to be. Does that make sense? So that's how he starts his unsheath, his dramatic reveal of his weapon. So that's the thing I want you to practice too, okay, Landon? Because it is possible for you to use that long sword and have control of it still. So you can bring the sheath out, pull back that way, okay? So you would pull here. Does that make sense? Good, all right. Now, let's go through the first couple of moves of our gumdo, but first we're gonna warm up our shoulders. So hold the weapon in front of you. Oh my gosh, I'm late, aren't I? I'm 5 minutes late. Can you all stay for 5 more minutes? Thumbs up if you can stay for 5 more minutes. Okay, good. I like sword a lot, so I get carried away. All right, now let's warm up our shoulders. We're gonna do our 8 and 1 and 2 strike. I should say 8 and 1 and 2 strike. So you can, now remember, Kaden, when you come up, I want you to come up to the center every time. So when you come down to the side, you're still gonna come straight up the center. And then you're gonna shift and come up, shift and come up. Good, okay? So we're gonna go together, we're gonna go down to the middle, up. Good, to the right, down and up. To the left, down and up. Good. When you come up, always come up to the center. Shift to the right and up. Shift to the left and up. Good. Down to the center and up. To the right and up. To the left and up. To the center and up. Right and up. Left and up. Center and up. Right and up. Left and up. Center and up. Make sure you're stopping your weapon around here. Okay, I don't want to see you doing this. Don't drop it down, tip to the ground, because that's not a good practice. Center, right, left, up, good. Center, right, left, good. Good. Now, resheath your weapon with control. Good. And then just do a couple of swimmers to get those shoulders nice and open. Okay. Good. Now, come to gumdo position. Ready? Chiniya. Kunya. Now, this is exactly how I do it in my tournament. So I bow with really straight legs, and then I just kind of sit down into my closed stance, okay? You're gonna circle once. Now, your circle is going to be clockwise, like a clock. You see that? Looking at you, I'm going the other way. It is clockwise, right, Mr. Pender? Yes, clockwise. Mirroring you is like messing with my head. Okay, now, rotate, and then you're going to bring the weapon out. Now, when you bring the weapon out into that front stance, you are almost pulling it out of your belt, okay? We're not gonna unsheath the weapon at this point, although I have seen people do that in the gumdo form in my ring. So I've seen people go here and then pull it and then stab. The move is you are basically taking the hilt and jamming it into someone's face, okay? The hilt is used as its own weapon. So you are here. Then you're going to pull your sheath back and your weapon at your shoulder, okay? Does that make sense? As you do that, you block the front. So let's do that move 3 times, okay? Resheath every time with control. Ready? I'm gonna be close to you so you can just kind of see my torso so you can see what's happening. Circle once. Good. Bring your weapon up. Ay-ya! That's when you step into that good deep front stance to the diagonal. Take your weapon out, block, and guard at the same time. Now this, a lot of you last class were putting your weapon right here. Pull it back so the tip is here, because you are gonna sit into that back stance and stab for the next move. Does that make sense? Okay, let's do that 2 more times. Circle. Ay-ya! Good, just that part. If you start off strong, the rest of your form will be strong as well. When you're done with that, placing it on your shoulder, I want you to resheath, okay? Do it 1 more time. Circle. Ay-ya! Okay, now, notice that when I do, let me resheath correctly so I can set a good example. When I pull out for that move, I replace my sheath and immediately block, okay? You are blocking that front leg from any attack that is still coming from the front, okay? All right, we're gonna go from this position, and I'm gonna turn around so you can see me from behind, okay? Now, from here, we're going to hold the weapon with both hands, turn this way around our head, okay? Did you all see that? So from here, I'm going to actually take the weapon in both hands, and I'm going to let the weapon lead me around into a slice, okay? So I am switching from front stance going forwards to front stance going backwards. Does that make sense? I'm turning all the way around, okay? Kaden, is that making sense? A little bit. It's really, sword is hard, okay? It took me a long time to learn it. And then I fell in love with it, and it's been fabulous, okay? Good, so from here, now Kaden, let the tip of the weapon lead you towards the back of you. come around the head and then down. Okay, good. You should end straight arms. You have done a strike. This is a one strike, okay? You have sliced into someone. All right, let's do that again. We're coming from the guard position where you've blocked to the front. Let the tip of the weapon lead you and pull you around. Good. Excellent. I'm going to do it from the back so you can see me from behind. Okay. Better, Kaden? Good. Now, when you're in this position, the next move is a block into a strike. It's all one motion. You are stepping forward. So you were here, and then you're going to block up and strike down. Okay? You are changing the weapon position so that you can cut a two strike. Okay? So you were, I'm going to face the camera just for now. You were here. Bring the weapon up as if you were blocking, and then strike. Okay? A lot of times in sword, you are blocking a strike from someone else as you are turning into a strike, okay? So you want to use that motion to work in your favor, to turn your sword another direction, okay? Resheath, and let's go from the very beginning, and then we'll be done. All right? Good. Landon, I know this might be a little much, right? Are you feeling a little overwhelmed? Yes, okay, that's okay. I can talk to your mom and maybe we can do one-on-one. Would you like that? Would that help? Landon, just remember, you don't have to do anything with sword until a long time from now, okay? You're being exposed to it now, which is gonna set a great foundation for your sword work later, okay? Landon, what weapon do you think is your favorite? Bow staff? Hold on. I can't unmute you. Okay, thumbs up. Is it bow staff? Yes. Thumbs down. It's not bow staff? No, it is bow staff. Okay.
It's not bow staff, it's nunchucks.
Nunchucks. Okay, well, we don't even need to worry about this then. Okay, ready? Chuya, kunye. Stand at attention. Circle to the right. So you're going to circle clockwise. Step out to that good front stance. Aya! Good. Unsheath. Put your weapon on your outside of your shoulder. Good. Step back into a back stance and stab. Good. So you come from a front stance into a back stance. And when you do it, this is an actual stab to someone behind you. Okay? Grab your weapon with both hands around your head. Strike. Good. And now block and strike. Excellent. Very good. Come to the front, resheath. Good. Now, I would like you all, after you get off with me, okay? Juniors, I'm looking at you, 3. I want you to give me 20 jumping jacks, 20 push-ups, and 20 sit-ups. Thumbs up? Yes, because I got your body cooled down at the end, and I want your heart rate back up and give you a little burnout, okay? And if you're really feeling like you want to challenge yourself, do 2 sets. Everybody's giving me side eye right now. All right, put your weapons down. Let's stand up. Face me, chitty up.